So, some of you guys seem to be pretty happy that these Grape 5s got pushed back. I understand. I get it. You guys want to take a breather. Your pockets need a rest. But let me come back and I'm going to tell you why, exactly why. This is going to be a little bit harder to get now. I know you think, oh, yay, I got time to stack my money and get ready for these. If these would have dropped right now, you probably would have had a better chance. But I'm going to explain it all as soon as I come back, right after I drop this, the dopest intro you ever seen in your life.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, the other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, I got sneakers rated and pouring.
What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one. And before we get into today's topic, I want to talk a little bit about April releases. Now, before we got the news that we're about to get into, April was looking okay, but it's looking kind of dry now. So we do got a couple releases that I'll go over real quick. I was going to make a whole entire video about April releases, but I decided since we got this news today that it wasn't really worth it. So I'll just talk a little bit. We basically got a couple of things coming out that might be on your radar or might not be. It looks like it's going to be a pretty dry month, which means that we could save our money, which is a good thing. But I'm going to get into the negative about it later. But so let's talk real quick. Early in April, I'm not going to get too much into the dates. I'm just going to run through these real quick. We got a couple of rare airs. We got the men's version and then we got the women's version. And then after that, we basically got not too much. We got the low Jordan 1 Rookie of the Years, which I have the high version of that, so I won't be going over those, but they're pretty nice, and lows are still kind of popping right now, and it's a pretty dope shoe, so if you like that, you'll probably be able to get your hands on those. And then we have, basically, we got like a woman's 3 that is not on my radar, not really nothing special in my opinion, and then we have a low version of the Jordan 11 Bread. So that one might be somewhat of a banger. I expect those to sell out personally, in my opinion. The Jordan 11 lows have been doing pretty well. I've got the highs, so I may or may not go after those because I have been going after a lot of lows, and I said I would. And apparently Michael Jordan actually wore that in a game. So I think those will go, and I think I'm going to go ahead and grab those possibly. But let's get into today's news and what we came to talk about. So if you haven't heard, the Grape 5, which fives have been popping this year too. So far, it looks like they're becoming pretty popular. These already got released back during All-Star Weekend, during that little pop-up in San Francisco, and we seen what happened with the metallics. Those did very, very well, and so these are disappointing to me. If you haven't heard, these were supposed to come out, I believe it was April 19th, and now they've gotten pushed back to, I think it's June 21st. And I know a lot of you guys are probably really happy about it, but I'm going to tell you why I'm not happy about it. You think Jordan Brand is doing you a favor, trying to get your pockets right, and in a way they are, but it's not really for you, it's for them. Because you know why? Because right now people have bought so many pairs of shoes and spent so much money on resale. They really are trying to get you to re-up so they can guarantee that these shoes are gonna sell out. Because you know why? Because all of the tax return checks are pretty much dried up at this point and everybody's broke. And if they drop these, there's a possibility that they might sit around for a little bit. Now, I don't really think they would sit around for very long because it is a 5. And like I said, 5s are popping and Jordan Brand is just popping right now. And they're limiting shoes and we know what happens with that. They sell out almost instantly. But I do think there was a better chance in Jordan Brand's perspective that if they set these back a little bit and let you guys re-up, get your money, and get ready for these releases, that it'd be a better chance for these to be an instant sellout. And they don't want to take any chances to try to, I don't know, ruin that whole perspective that they have that everything's flying off the shelf right now. But I got these old pair from I don't even know what year, and I was really looking forward to. There's not a lot of shoes. There's a few shoes, mostly the OGs, that are on my radar this year. I've talked about this, but one of the ones that I really had to get that I already have in my collection was the Grapes. And if you notice on my intro, I'm wearing the Grapes. And when I made that intro about a year ago, these were in great shape. And at some point I came in and I looked at these shoes and I noticed this. I've showed this before, and I don't don't know what happened with these. I don't know if this is just natural from aging, and it only happened on basically this shoe on both sides. And I even speculated that maybe one of the kids that was in here was messing with my shoes and it was a little bit of vandalism. This one's looking all right on this shoe. So I don't know why that shoe, maybe there's a little bit of cracking over here. I don't know if you can see that right here. But this is a shoe that was definitely on my radar, and I was definitely looking forward to copping them this month. And I haven't copped a lot. I've copped probably like 2 pairs this year. You know me, if you know my content, I've really been against resale. So everything that's been instantly selling out, if I don't cop it the day it comes out, then I've been passing. I haven't paid resale on 1 pair. This is one of the ones I said I actually might, because I need it in my collection. It's an OG. I was really sad about what happened with these, so I was looking forward to these. And I understand if you guys are happy that they got pushed back because you need to get your pockets up, you need to let your pockets breathe, and I get it. But this is a classic. 5s are popping this year. We got the Fire Reds coming out later this year, which I don't know. My old pair of those is still good. I know what they're doing. They got the Nike Air on the back and instead of these Jumpmans. But as far as that Fire Red, my Fire Red 5s with the black tongue, they're still looking crisp. So I don't necessarily need to go out of my way just because it has Nike Air on the back. I'm kind of done with the games. But in my personal opinion, it is a clean looking shoe, and I might cop those too, just depending on, I have to see them in hand. They might be super crispy. They might have really good leather. I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. But I know as far as these coming out, I'm really sad that they pushed these back. And don't get the perception or the misconception that Jordan Brand did this for you. They did it for them. But with that being said, it don't matter because we want them and we're going to go get them. But I do think they pushed them back because of the fact that they might have been a little bit harder to sell because people have been spending a lot of money with the brand lately, so they're letting you guys re-up on your pockets and get ready for these to drop. And the last time we seen these, besides this year, we did get these, I think it was back in 2019, maybe 2020, maybe 2020, but they had no laces. And they had no lace holes, and a lot of people, if you were watching YouTube at the time, were buying them and they were punching holes right here because they were bringing back that old Fresh Prince vibe. You know, Will Smith used to wear them on the Fresh Prince. We all know the stories. We know he was a big 5 guy and he didn't wear any laces in his shoes, so they brought him back about 5-6 years ago. But now we have them back in OG form, which is great because 5s, I really do like 5s a lot. They're not my very, very favorite silhouette, but they are one of my favorites, and I do really appreciate them for the nostalgic vibes, for everything. It's an OG. I love OGs. I'm OG over everything, but I was really looking forward to these, so I'm disappointed, but at the same time, they're still coming, and you know what? Just like you guys are, I can let my pockets breathe a little more as well, so it is what it is. But with all that being said, if you like my content, go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can get notified every time I drop one of these bangers and you can get some more of this good stuff in your life. And with that, I'm OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.